Good morning, listeners, and happy Mother's Day. Welcome to the Dropping Dimes pod. For all the mothers out there who love the NBA, we got you covered. I know my mother, she's a little more into tennis, but my wife is a huge Pistons fan, and she was having a lot of fun last night. Oh man, I mean until the very end. But she even called the comeback. But we can talk more about that. First, I want to introduce my oldest friend. I don't mean old in terms of age. I mean, I have known this guy since fourth grade, Mr. Mark Neighbors.
Hey man, how's it going? How's it going? Fans of the pod. It's awesome to be on. Yes, we've known each other since what, like 1987? Something like that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since like
Yeah,
the
the
first
Wizards
Mario Brothers.
Wizards were still the Bullets. There was no Miami Heat.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
No Charlotte Hornets. The first time around, then not even that was around. Yeah.
That's true. I live in Charlotte now, Mark, and there's people here, the old school people here, they're all Redskins fans. The
Really?
Washington Redskins were their team, right? Before they
Oh,
had
that's
the
right, because
Panthers.
it would have been the closest team before the Panthers.
Yeah. And they have like
Ah.
Redskins bars and stuff like that.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, I
That's crazy.
apologize. Commanders.
Commanders, right, of course. Washington football
But
team.
Washington football team. Okay. But so Mark is real having a tough time. Sorry, Mark. He lives in this really terrible place. Tell him about where you live, Mark.
Yeah, I live in Barbados, and you can imagine, yes, it's as tough as they say. Yesterday, I think I saw some clouds in the sky.
Oh my
I made it
gosh,
through
heaven
though.
forbid.
Yeah, I made it through though.
That's
With the
good.
power
That's
of
good.
prayer, I was able to, find a way to survive.
The power of prayer. Mark invited me to his place last year, or maybe I invited myself. Not 100% sure how that worked, but
It's
it
all
was
good.
oh my god. He lives across the street from this cliffside beach, with the waves crashing, looking over the Caribbean and the Atlantic Ocean, with beautiful sunsets. It's tough.
Yeah, I'm quite spoiled. It's pretty insane. I have to pinch myself a lot to be like, right,
Oh,
this is
man.
my life. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Well, Mark, my buddy, is doing well. And last year, I visited actually right around NBA playoffs time. We watched NBA playoffs all day, so I thought it'd be
Yeah,
awesome
that
to
was
have you
cool.
on. And Mark
Yeah.
is a very unique person in this for this playoffs because he's a fan of not only the OKC Thunder that you see on his hat, but also the New York Knicks.
There we go. Because my family's from Oklahoma, and then I lived in New York for about 13 years. The only problem with that is I never actually expected both teams to be pretty good at the same time. Because
Oh my
that's never
gosh, what are
happened,
you gonna
really,
do,
right?
Mark? What are you gonna do
I
if
know,
they hit? I mean, I think they're both the favorites, Mark. So
I
what are you
know.
gonna do? Who are you gonna
It's
root
gonna
for?
be. I'm not sure. I figure it out. Maybe we'll flip a coin each game.
As always, Mark's just winning. Either way, it's a win
Exactly.
for Mark.
Living
Always
life as a
winning.
bandwagoner is the best. I can't
Cheers
really
to
do it
that.
with any other sport, but this one it works out quite well. It's pretty
It's
shameless.
working out well this year, man. I truly think
Yeah.
you guys probably have the best odds of hitting both teams winning both conferences.
Yeah.
But let's get into some games. So
Sure.
we're 3 games in now to the second round. And we have home games for the underdogs.
Right.
So yesterday, we had a little Pistons Cavs. This was a pretty important game for the Cavs, right? This is
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
don't
I would say
if you
just James Harden decided to play this series. That was good. I was excited. He showed up and
yeah,
he was pretty good.
yeah, he woke up.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, granted, everyone was like, "Oh, he's back. He's finally showing what he could do." And it's like, guys, it's game 3. Let's see game 6. It's game 6
Dude,
and
it's
7.
so right.
It's true. That's when
So right.
the old 2 for 17 James Harden makes another appearance.
I mean, he's already been 3 for 9, James Harden, and 3,
Yeah.
It's been rough for him, but he finally showed up, and
Yeah,
in the last 90 seconds, he makes 3 straight baskets.
I
Wow.
know. Yeah, is that the first time that's ever happened?
I
Feels
mean,
like it.
I think it is, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
no doubt. Yeah. Like, I think you're right. I bet, man, we
yeah.
need
I
some
can't think of any
stats
other.
guy on this.
Yeah, exactly. I can't think of any other time
There might
that's
have been
like
some
happened.
like random first round game
That's
against
true.
like some crud team where he did well,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Maybe like Nuggets before they
he
had
also like
Jokic
was
or
playing
something.
defense. Like
I
I think
know.
he like
Yeah,
blocked Duncan Robinson or something.
yeah. That was wild.
So he also made a 2-point jumper. Yeah, I saw it with my own
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
I didn't
I didn't
know.
know he. Yeah, I didn't know he knew that you could shoot. Closer than
Yeah.
the 3-point line. That's wild. Yeah.
Yeah, without like doing a floater or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We are trying to draw a foul all the time, right? Like it was
Oh
wild.
my
Yeah.
god. It was
Yeah.
wild.
Times are
There was
changing.
some, well, for Cavs fans, they hope. Apparently, the
Yeah.
Cavs had some kind of like player only meeting, and I think the player only meeting was let's play our backup point guard a little more because he actually gives a
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. How about
Schroeder,
that?
all the way from Germany, man, he was feisty that game. He's butted heads
Yeah.
with people. He's getting elbowed in the neck.
Yeah. That was fun.
Schroeder,
It was like old style, like 80s basketball for a little bit there. It's like, I
yeah,
know
man.
this. I know this Pistons team, like
Yeah, right, right.
getting
That's like
some
the Bill
sharp
Laimbeer.
elbows against exactly. But yeah, no, that was fun. That was cool to see him like have some fire because they really do need it. The first 2 games, I just it seemed like Cleveland was like kind of forgot it was the playoffs. Like they just seemed so way too relaxed given the stakes. And so it was nice to see them actually like play a little looser, but then also feisty.
And I think that stems from Harden, and Harden just kind of doing the dribble the air out of the ball thing. And I watched these other games, these other teams in the playoffs, like your OKC Thunder just popping the ball around
Yeah,
everywhere,
exactly.
just like exciting basketball. And you got Harden just like doing his little dribble thing. Now he made a
Yeah.
few sweet moves, man. He had that like sweet move around a guy.
Yeah.
There were some hilarious calls in this game, man. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to repeat a few of these that I wrote down. Okay, so first of all, Jalen Duren dunked on Jared Allen, and Noah Eagle goes, he postered the Fro.
That was awesome. Yeah. That may have been my favorite call of the playoffs. That was great.
Jared Allen looking like he's out of the 70s or something.
I know. It's great. It's a good throwback.
Yeah, he's got that shaft row.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh man, and then on there was a Mitchell step back on Duncan Robinson, and Noah Eagle again had a good one. He's like, Spider had Robinson caught in his web.
Yeah, that was good
And
too.
then
That's true.
Brett Hill though was even better. He was like, he had Robinson clapping like he was in church.
Yeah. These guys are having
Anyway,
fun.
yeah. Oh my god. And then of course my wife had some great comments. So there's one play where Duncan Robinson, who was playing pretty well, he just drove down the whole court and dunked.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like nobody stopped him. No one stepped in front of him.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, yeah, they all looked at him. They're like, white boy's not gonna dunk.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure they were like, did the ref blow the whistle and that's why like he's just dribbling for fun? Like I think they forgot that
It
was
looks
like, oh,
like
no.
that. And that's
Yeah.
more on Donovan Mitchell too. That's another
I know.
Donovan Mitchell faux pas. But
Yeah. That was wild. Yeah, it's been fun to see Duncan Robinson get to play a lot and step up. I mean, just because he was always just riding a pine with Miami or hurt. And so like it's just cool to see him out there.
he played.
Like
He was a big part of like I think one of their
finals runs. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Runs.
But was it the first one? Yeah. There was
Maybe
a
the
couple
first
seasons
one.
though.
Yeah, he kind of
There's
like
a couple
got out of
seasons where he
favor.
was. Yeah.
But he's a undrafted player.
Yeah.
And he's making it happen in this league.
Yeah.
My wife had another funny one when the Pistons made a 17-point comeback and got the
Yeah.
lead, and my wife was like feeling it or something, and she started yelling at TV. She's like, "Should have brushed your hair this morning, Kitty Atkinson."
That's awesome.
She's always making fun of Kitty Atkinson. Like, he's got like the slick back hair, but he doesn't quite have it. You know,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah, it's
Pat
like-
Riley. It ain't
Exactly,
Pat Riley
yeah,
type. You know,
Yeah, yeah. It's like
a
he
little
needs
all over the place.
he definitely needs a stylist to like help him with that, because it's like, or somebody with
Or
a
just a-
mirror that he could.
Or just a brush. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's using like the woman's brush that has like the prongs and stuff. He
Yeah,
uses, like
exactly.
the horsehair or something.
Yeah, something for sure.
Scott Foster had a good one on when Jenkins gave Schroeder that elbow to the neck that we were talking about earlier. They did
Yeah.
a review, and Scott Foster's like, there was some unfortunate contact, but it did not reach the level of a flagrant foul. I liked that.
That's pretty good. Yeah, yeah. Just, yeah. I guess more unfortunate for Schroeder, I would imagine. Getting an elbow to the larynx. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
That's interesting. That's going to keep going. I'm excited for all that.
Oh, I
this
know.
series.
Yeah, game 4. There's going to be some more of that. That'll be great.
Yeah, I mean the Cavs. No, everyone's won at home. The Cavs have been keeping that home streak going.
Yeah, exactly.
Only problem is they don't have home court advantage now, so they're going to have to
Exact-
win one on the road.
Exactly. That's going to be really tough, because this Pistons team it's like at home. They're tough too. So, yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about who do you think's going to win this series?
I still think it's going to be Detroit pulls it out. I just think at the end of the day, they're the more kind of disciplined team. I feel like they just, even though they're young, they just don't seem to panic in the way that some of the Cavs vets inevitably do once game 6 and 7 come around. So
That's the real bomb, dude.
yeah,
And I still can't believe that the coach is not playing Keon Ellis. This guy was a defensive hound. Yeah. Oh, you feel it too.
Yeah. No, it's weird. It's just like, why are you leave? You shouldn't be leaving anything to chance. Like, you've got a guy who can shut people down. Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, he's like you watch it on the other side. The Pistons just generate so many turnovers. Your
Exactly.
OKC Thunder, they generate so many turnovers. Keon Ellis is like he's great at that, and the guy's just getting no run. Instead, we're putting out 37-year-olds. But I think the Cavs still have a chance. I mean, they're still very good
they
teams,
do. They do. Yeah. I mean, especially if it comes down to just beating them once on the road, like, anything can happen in a game 7. So, as they always say, so that's true. Yeah, the Cavs are not out of it for sure. I mean, especially after last night, withstanding the comeback and still sealing it was a big deal for them, because I mean, obviously, if it's 3 and losing in that fashion, like letting the Pistons come all the way back, then you're pretty much done. That hangs over often the following season too. So it's good for them. Yeah, they're still in it. But yeah, I think the Pistons will pull it out, unfortunately, because it would be nice to play James Harden in the conference finals, because that would be
okay. So that's what I was going to ask you. That's the most important thing, is who, as a Knicks fan, do you want to face?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You much rather face the Cavs, and
absolutely.
The Pistons have kind of had your number this year, haven't they?
Yeah. No, I'd be much more nervous about playing Detroit. They don't seem to get rattled by New York. Like, it's you, because you watch them, versus Atlanta in the last few games, and then obviously with Philly, they're really good at just frustrating the other team. Making them over dribble, making them kind of question whether they're going to go to the hoop, or, what they're going to do. They're just really, really good at kind of keeping teams off balance. But Detroit doesn't seem to get bothered by that much. They seem to just sort of take it in stride. And it may honestly be like, in a weird way, their youth helps them, because they're like so young, they don't know any better. They're just like, yeah, whatever. This is just how we play. So we're not nervous. We don't have any history to think about of choking, unlike, as we keep bringing up, some people on Cleveland.
We won't mention any names. So.
Exactly. Yeah. They know who they are.
They know. Well, do they? I don't know. There was an interview afterwards. The lady's like, and then, so how did you see past all the chatter? And Harden's like, chatter? What chatter? Huh? What chatter are you talking about?
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
Well,
Good point.
you just open your ears.
Well, I guess if you get traded before they talk about you too much and you go to your like 8th team, then yeah, maybe you don't hear the chatter. So
Yeah. He must be real good at
yeah.
tuning that out. He's got like, so, he's an old guy. He's probably got selective earpiece.
Yeah, he just
He
turns
can get those earpieces tuned down. Yeah.
exactly, right. And he's like,
my God.
I can't hear anything in Los Angeles anymore.
So I just want to say one thing about the Detroit that is I'm impressed by Osar Thompson on the offensive side. I think he actually does occasionally shoot a three. I think he didn't make any last game, but
No, he did. He took a couple. He missed
did
them.
make one. He made one, but I guess his little toe was like on the
it was
line
the
or
long
something.
two.
Yeah, so they didn't give it. I felt so bad for him.
I know. I'm sure he was like, yes.
Yeah, the game before he made one, but like he was still holding it right as the shot clock went off.
Yeah, exactly. Like
he's gonna get a three one day, though. I can feel it.
Absolutely.
No, but I think like he's just so athletic that like he's not this total net negative on offense. Who I really have not been impressed by is Jalen Duren. I mean, I think Jalen Duren's fine. Like he's fine, but not all-star level, not all NBA level. Like I'm not seeing any of that. And I saw that in the regular season.
For sure.
Mean, if you can't push around the Cavs bigs, dude, these guys are like lead thin, Mark.
Exactly. I know. They haven't had like actual physical contact on the court in years. I mean, they're super soft. Yeah, it's really
bad. Speaking of the Knicks, do you remember that Cavs series when Hardenstein and Robinson were just destroying them on the boards?
Yeah,
that was embarrassing for those guys.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, he's really got to figure it out because I mean, you could do it against the Cavs and get away with it for the most part, but like you're not going to be able to against New York.
Yeah, like he's efficient, but he's not. He's not creating much offense.
Yeah,
and that's what you need out of like an all-star.
Absolutely, yeah, especially a big man like that because it just keeps the other team honest, right? They can't just stack the wings and stop the long distance bombs because they gotta.
But speaking of wings, Tobias Harris has been pretty damn good.
It's been wild.
He scored above
Jimmy
20
Butler
again.
Jimmy Butler's probably a little annoyed. It's just still thinking about that Philly situation 10 years ago or whatever that was. Tobias Harris for me? What? Yeah. He's sitting rehabbing his knee and just screaming in the void.
Yeah, and speaking of Philly, it looks like unfortunately we're not going to have a Tobias Harris Bowl because
that's too bad.
Knicks have done so well. I was looking forward to that, but
that would have been fun.
But let's talk about the other game yesterday, Thunder Lakers.
Yeah,
the Thunder pulled this one out. Again, it's another game where like I think the Lakers were even up at halftime.
Yeah, they were up by 2 or 3, something like that.
Their defense on SGA has just been like impressive. Like
it's been really good. Yeah. No, they've definitely figured it out. It's just OKC's depth. That's what's been getting them through it. I mean, they're like the ultimate next man up team. It's like half the guys I've been watching them a lot and I still forget. I'm like, oh, that's right. This guy's still on the team because he'll have not played, like Jared McCain played 20 minutes in the series against the Suns. And then game 1 and 2, he has double figures points, but then this game, he didn't do much, but then Isaiah Joe scores a bunch of points. AJ Mitchell, who's from Belgium. I was like, what? I was like, how did he play basketball? Yeah, he's from Belgium. Like, I didn't know they knew what basketball
was. Do they have
was
basketball
in Belgium.
courts in Belgium?
Exactly. I was like, huh? Man, yeah, it's pretty wild. So, yeah, and then he steps up and scores, 24, 25, something like that? That was
he
pretty
just,
impressive.
like, every time he drove to the hole, he scored. Like,
Yeah, they just couldn't figure him out. It was wild. And then, just at the end of the game, they were just piling on the threes. I think just LA just kind of got demoralized and was like, we shouldn't bother defending him because we're just going to give him open look after open look. I mean, they were killing him.
I mean, their offense is awesome. I think part of it is these young, good players like you're talking about, and part of it is they just share the ball so
Yeah,
well.
it's
They remind
true.
me of like the Warriors or maybe the Spurs, like circa early 2010.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, the
They're
Kawhi,
just constantly
like,
making
Spurs.
the passes for a better shot.
It's true, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
that's
haven't
what's
even played
been
Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins was like the
exactly.
star bench player last year. I think he
I
finally
know.
got 3 minutes this game.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's been crazy, and then, of course, obviously, Jalen's been out for a while, and they don't I mean, they're just still the machine still operates incredibly well. I mean,
Yeah, still humming along. And it's
yeah.
interesting watching them because they're all kind of short without Jalen Williams. They're putting out
Yeah,
like
it's
four
true.
guys that are like 6'4" or under,
Yeah.
which is different from other teams, right? These other teams are all got these 6'9", 6'7" guys,
Right.
lots of tall guys. It's kind of what the league is doing. And OKC, not really, but
Yeah.
they're all just dog defenders
Yeah.
and also skilled. Yeah, so it's working out pretty well for them.
Yeah, and then offensively too, like you're saying, they're always looking for the right pass, which is great, but they're really versatile too, right? Because they can, if you want to run with them, they can run because they got a bunch of young guys who are totally don't mind running up and down, or they can play the half court sets too because they can get guys set. You can get Hartenstein or Holmgren in the paint. Then obviously you've got all these guys on the wings who can shoot. So I mean they can beat you so many different ways on offense, and then obviously defensively they're just relentless. I mean they just never stop, and they just throw waves and waves of guys against you. Like Lou Dort had foul trouble last night, so they're like, whatever, we'll just bring in three other guys, and they'll stop you whatever you're doing. Yeah, it's been impressive, and they've been doing that all season. It's just they're so low key about it too. It's really interesting, right? Like they just kind of have been developing, and they've known when to kind of hold back a little bit and like conserve their energy for later in the year. And then they work the bench guys in so much during the season, so they're not totally cold coming off the bench when they're needed in the playoffs. It's been really really impressive. I mean, it'll be fun to see them against. I assume the Spurs are going to win, but
Let's do even and this is great stuff. Let me finish with some notes on the
oh yeah,
game
sorry, I jumped ahead.
and then no, not at all. And then let's keep doing this deep dive. So I think just on the game, that first half they were Lakers were keeping it close. LeBron
Yeah,
kept driving to the hole, just relentlessly driving to the hole, and he wasn't hitting a shot, man. He couldn't
yeah.
hit a shot, but somehow just him doing that, I think was drawing attention, and he was able to get open looks for Rui, who was just on fire again.
Yeah, and
Um,
even Aiton played all right actually for a decent stretches on offense. Like
yeah, on offense, but then on
yeah, of course.
defense, he reminds me of like a 7-year-old with autism or something, man. He missed like 4 straight defensive rebounds, like I think on
Yeah.
one possession,
No, he's
and
terrible on the glass. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, there's no reason he shouldn't be able to
it
get
just kept
rebounds.
happening over and over again
Yeah,
too. And I'm like, dude, you have to turn around to see the ball to grab it. Like
yeah,
what,
it's weird.
you're not
Yeah, I mean,
like a 6-foot player who has to face guard guy. Box him out and
yeah,
turn around and grab the damn rebound, man.
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
I mean, it always tracks you. You're like, oh, that's why Phoenix got rid of him. That's why Portland was fine getting rid of him too. It's just, I think he's one of those guys that has all the physical tools and just can't put it together.
yeah, basketball wise, he's just not quite all there.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, Reddick wasn't playing Hayes as much.
Yeah. Has he fallen out of favor? I don't know. I don't follow LA
I
stuff
don't
enough
quite
to
get it
know.
because the last game, he was making just alley oops all over the place. He
Yeah.
gives
Cause he's really
he gives
athletic.
that offense that like sort of 3D, gives
Yeah.
LeBron and Reeves a person to pass to, that 3D
Exactly.
kind of
Yeah.
something that, me and you were doing, right? When we were in fourth grade,
Absolutely. Of
just like
course. Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
bring the dunks. So
Totally. In Rucker Park in the cage,
out of the cage.
street ball kings.
Yeah, throwing the sticks in football instead of footballs.
Exactly.
That was that was like the story. This is okay. So for everyone, I'll just tell the story. So Mark and I, with this other buddy, we used to like literally throw. We'd play like football, like 2-on-1 or whatever, and we'd literally throw a stick
Yeah. Like
at recess.
why didn't we just ask for a football? I don't know. It's like I feel like it was weird. I don't
There
know
must
why
not have been
that's
a foot. I
yeah,
remember
that
I
was
found
awesome.
a football like in a gutter in like Bluemont Park or something. It was like an old lady football. I was so happy.
Yes. Finally. Yeah, I know. It's like exactly. Yeah. It's like those stories you hear about like Pele growing up in,
Yeah, dude,
in
it was
like
just like
in
that.
kicking like a coconut shell or something because they couldn't afford a soccer ball. That was us.
Yeah, we didn't quite reach Pele's heights, but
Yeah. We did okay.
I think I played flag football once.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
All right, but no, let's talk some more about another thing about that game is that the OKC just found Austin Reeves in
Yeah.
that second half. At the beginning of that second half, they figured it out. That I don't know exactly. The Lakers are kind of playing a zone or something, and it seemed
Yeah.
like they were playing Austin Reeves in the top of the zone on the TV, the right side, and
Yeah.
that's like SGA's favorite side because he loves driving on the left. I'm like, why are
Yeah.
you putting Austin Reeves on SGA's side, man? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And they just kept going at him over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like six. I counted, dude, 6 straight scores on Austin
Yeah.
Reeves.
Yeah. I
And
mean, they
I'm
just
like,
they
Reddick, you
know
got
how
to
to
take
hunt
this
him.
guy out, man. Yeah.
Exactly. Like you just can't hide him, especially if you're going to put him that high up on the wing. Like he's going to get blown by every time. And yes, it's as we just talked about, Aiton's not going to play any defense either. And since
Yeah.
LeBron has to do everything on offense now, like he can't really pay that much attention either. It's just, yeah, they're just like basically a sieve, just letting all
Yeah,
these
he's got no
guys
help behind
come
him.
in and
And
out.
and OKC also, like, when it comes to, double teaming in zone, I think an adjustment they made is they put Cason Wallace up top too instead of
Right.
like on the wing. And that way, if people are doubling up on SGA, they could pass it to Cason Wallace. And Cason Wallace can do things with the ball. They're doing the same thing with AJ Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, it was really, really smart. They figured out whatever defensive puzzle the Lakers were throwing at them. And then then Lakers just couldn't adjust. I think or by the
yeah.
time they
And
figured it out, it was much too late.
I think it shows to me why in the modern NBA it's great to have two ball handlers, two guys who can, you know, get to the hole on your team at the same time.
Absolutely.
So, you know, if they do double a guy up, the Pistons kind of don't really have that. They do it. They do, but at the end of fourth quarters, it's probably why they put in Dennis Jenkins. So if
Yeah,
Cade is
that's
getting
right.
doubled, they can pass off to him, and he can drive the hole and make things happen. Of course, OKC just basically has that guy at every position,
Yeah, I know.
but
It's wild.
especially those
And
3
there
that I
might
mentioned.
have and they got I know we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but they do have a 1.5% chance at the top pick because thanks to the Clippers. So the trade that never stops giving. So
Yeah, and 7% chance of getting top 4, and in this
yeah,
draft, top 4 is where you wanna be apparently.
exactly. Yeah, I mean this is a deep draft, one
But
of the deepest
we'll
ones in a
get your
long
take
time.
on
So
the lottery karma a little
right for
bit
sure.
later. I like to ask my guests, who they think has the most lottery karma. Lottery is, well, probably by the time you've listened to this, listeners, it'll be it'll probably have already happened, but we're gonna get Mark's
Yeah, so
takes
we're
on
gonna look
that.
like geniuses, or we're gonna look like I'm gonna look like a complete idiot. We'll see what happens. This will be fun. You can watch us in real
America's paid in their
time, like
breath. Yeah.
exactly.
But let's talk a little more about OKC and like
Sure.
I mean, they, it's just been built from the Paul George trade,
Yeah.
just all those draft picks and they get the best player in the league basically also with the 6 draft picks. Just quite an amazing trade there
Yeah, for sure. And it's
so
really
many
impressive
years
just
ago. Yeah.
how patient they've been, right? I mean, they were okay bottoming out. right? That was fine. They were comfortable with that because they had a plan in place. I mean, Philly always talked about trust the process. Like the process that was going on really was in OKC. I mean, they thought it out. They were like, hey, and then, they had Josh Giddey for a while, who has definitely, has some hops, but it was like he doesn't fit in with the system we want. And so they trade him off and they get Caruso, who has just been a huge change for them, right? Getting that guy, one of the most relentless defenders in the NBA, just who everybody hates when he's not on your team, but he's the kind of guy that like you just absolutely love when he's on your squad because he's just going to get up in everybody's face. He's going to cause trouble, and he can sink long distance threes at pretty regularly too. So he's not just a total zero on offense either. You don't have to just bring him in for the defense. And so
Caruso's an elite 3-and-D player and a veteran champion.
Exactly.
I think he's the type of guy that the Lakers really need.
For sure.
Too bad they never had him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Exactly. Huh. It's almost like they gave him up for Russell Westbrook. Was that it?
Oh my God. No, they did not. Russell. What's that?
Did they let him go so they could sign Russ?
In a way.
I can't even.
My God. Is that why they let him go? I think you're right,
so.
Man.
I think it was cap space stuff. And they're like, yeah, we can't keep all these wings. So they got the greatest wing of all time, my hero, Russell Westbrook. I must admit, I do kind of love that guy still.
Why do you love him? Why?
Because I just love any guy who's like, I don't care. I'm going to shoot. Like, I don't care when it is in the game and how useful or useless it is. I'm just going to chuck it.
That is not a thing I love. I do not love that. I like Russell Westbrook. I love his relentlessness. I love how he tries hard every single game. But
that is true.
There's a reason you're open, Russ. You don't have to shoot that 17-footer brick every time.
Exactly. Man. It's just, it cracks me up. Now, granted, it was a lot funnier when he wasn't on a team I cared about. Then it was way more fun to watch it then.
Yeah.
When he was doing it, when you have KD and Harden and whoever else was on those squads, it was like, okay, like you don't have, exactly. You don't have to shoot it all the time. Like there are other people on the court.
He did get them to the playoffs though. He's because he's just got that relentless effort.
It's true. Yeah.
I think other people are scared of him. He got the Wizards to the playoffs once.
I know.
If you need your team to get like a 6, 7, 8 seed, Russell Westbrook.
He's perfect. It's true.
Apparently not anymore, right? The Kings didn't make it.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. They are sitting with the second highest odds in the lottery.
Well, maybe help with that too. Russell Westbrook,
that's true.
Just helping out.
You're right. MVP. He is the real MVP.
He's the real MVP. But I want to press you about OKC. So
sure.
I want to talk about the Jalen Williams thing. I think this is kind of interesting, right? He's supposedly their second best player. What would you agree with that?
I actually don't. I mean, yes, he's definitely in the top 5 for sure. And he's great when he's out there. But I mean, I think because of the constant health issues, I don't necessarily think he's the best guy out there. I actually think it is Caruso. Like, I think Caruso is just.
You think Caruso's their second best player?
I think so. I mean, yes, talent wise, I definitely not. But like, just because of what he brings, all the intangibles and his leadership and his relentlessness on both ends of the floor, I actually think he's the second best guy. I know that's a weird hot take, but I'm trying to get on first things first or something. So I got to have something crazy to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is.
No,
I
really do.
That's scorching hobbits. Caruso over Chet Holmgren, huh? Okay.
I mean, I like same thing. I like Chet, but I don't know. I just have a thing about.
You do know that Caruso doesn't even start, right?
Exactly. No, that's what I love about it, though. Is he comes off the bench and he just brings so much energy. I just feel like he's just a guy. He's kind of a wild card out there. And people take him for granted because obviously there's much flashier players and there's guys with more natural kind of talent. But in terms of just intangibles and know-how and knowing where to be and what to do, I think he's hard to beat on that. So that's my weird take for OKC. But yeah, I mean, obviously Chet's great too. I like Chet too.
Yeah.
Hartenstein is always kind of the unsung hero too, because he's just like he's willing to do all the dirty work on the glass, and it's fun to watch him. There are times when I do miss him in New York too. It'd be nice to have a guy like that.
Oh yeah,
especially when
you
Cat
switched from your one favorite team to the other.
I know. The bandwagon really works. There's a lot of advantages when you're shameless about fandom.
Oklahoma City needed him though.
Yeah, they did.
Your Knicks already have 2 great centers, but
they do.
OKC had basically 0. So
because that's exactly it. His home green is great, but because of the fact that his frame is so slight, I just think, at the end of the day, he's going to get pushed around by much bigger guys in a way that like Caruso is fearless and he'll guard huge dudes and fast guys too. So there we go. Now we'll see.
He also has like my gosh, we didn't need to put a fire emblem over your head or something for
exactly.
hot takes. I agree with you on Chat, and he also has a problem is that he kind of him and Wembanyama, he's got Wembanyama doesn't like him, and I don't know that you want to make a player that talented even more get up to play.
I know, because that's exactly it. In the conference finals, if it looks like it's going to be, which will be the 2 of them against each other, Wemby doesn't need any more motivation to just embarrass everybody out there.
Mark, we want to see more of your jersey and stuff, man. Did you have?
Oh yes, of course. There we go.
There we go.
Nice. Courtesy of eBay, and you're wearing your Durant jersey as well. This is good stuff.
Wait a second. Do we both have Durant jerseys on?
Yeah. I do, yeah. OKC number 35. Here we go.
You motherfucker, Mark. You stole him. You stole him from Seattle.
Oh, man.
I remember back then. So, like, I lived in Seattle. I bought season tickets. I lived like
I forgot.
Almost biking distance from the stadium. It was Durant's first year. When they got the second pick, I knew they were going to get Durant. I was like so freaking excited. I had like driven to Spokane, Washington. This is like a drive all the way across the nothingness of Washington State to watch Durant in the NCAA tournament, and I was super excited. They played Durant at 2 guard, which was a choice. Tallest 2 guard ever.
I was about to say,
and they were getting blitzed that game, but that whole year. But it was like super fun. And then the frickin' Starbucks owner sells the team to this group of people from Oklahoma City, and then he's like, "I didn't know that they were gonna move the team to Oklahoma City." Bullshit. And I boycotted Starbucks for many years after that. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that seems like a fair move. Yeah, it was pretty dirty pool. I hope that expansion team gets going soon. They deserve to have that.
That's
back.
exciting. Yeah, thank you for saying that, Mark. Yeah, that's a good thing for the people of Seattle and stuff.
For sure. I mean, it's a great sports town.
Things. Yeah, and they've done great things with that stadium. It's a big hockey stadium now, but I think I don't know if they're planning to build a new stadium or not, but I don't think.
Does the WNBA team play in that arena, or do they play somewhere else?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they're used to at least switching it for basketball. So yeah, that'll be good.
Well, when it was the great thing about that stadium is it wasn't built for hockey, so it was like it's a lot closer. All the fans are a lot closer to the court.
Oh,
that's basketball stadium. They're a lot closer to the court than normal stadium. But I guess for building for hockey, just raise the seats a little bit, or
I guess so.
It's not that difficult,
right?
But anyway, enough about Seattle. Yeah,
actually, I do have one question about that. So if they were playing KD at the 2, who were they playing at the 3 and 4? That were like blocking his way.
Dude, this is like when this is 2008, right?
So it's like Jeff Green or somebody like that?
Oh, yeah, they had Jeff Green. And then they played like a real power forward. Like, you remember, like 90s power forwards. Like they had, I'm forgetting the guy's name, but he was one of those like Charles Oakley types. He would play at like the 4, and they had a
and just get rebounds and wow.
just
Man.
clogging up the lane, and
Exactly. That's just so weird to think about.
This was so weird that they only won like 19 games or something.
Yeah. Who knew? Maybe there was a total misuse of talent there. Whoops.
Before spacing.
Yeah, exactly.
Some teams had it figured out.
Yeah.
I think it was I actually was personal friends with the coach in Seattle, Charlie Weiss.
Oh, wow.
Not the coach who put Kevin Durant at the 2. He was a previous Charlie Weiss. Yeah, so I used to they almost asked me to babysit once, I think.
Wow.
Which made little sense because I was making 6 figures at my job, but Charlie Weiss was like this hilarious guy. He was like a magician. Like he'd pull out like magic tricks and stuff. He was a cheater at ping pong though. He would hold the ball behind and like rub it off the paddle and stuff to play ping.
Wow.
Yeah. I worked on a paintball video game in Seattle. And
that's right.
Greg Hastings, called Greg Hastings Tournament Paintball. And Greg Hastings, I guess their son was really into paintball or something. And so Greg Hastings knew him. And that's how I got to know Charlie Weiss, a really great guy. I mean, it was like I would be sitting with her during games, the wife. And oh man, there was one where like Charlie just got like angry. I was like yelling at people and stuff. And I know him. He's just like the super friendly guy. And I was just kind of like laughing about it. And then I look over and like his wife is like really upset. And I'm like, I don't think it's that big a deal.
Yeah. It's like, whatever. It's a November
he's
game.
Just doing
no one's
this
going
for
to
fun. Don't worry. This is for show for the refs. You know,
exactly.
Coaches got to do that.
Got to give.
You look at the wife's face. She's like, no. And then like Weiss actually went and coached in China.
Oh wow,
the Zhang.
Oh, that's cool.
Is there a Chinese city that starts with the Zhang or something like that?
Zhejiang, maybe.
Zhang, like they have a basketball team. He was the coach there. They made a whole. There's a book about it. A great book.
Oh wow,
highly recommend.
That's cool.
Yeah, all about his experience out there. Anyway, that's my Seattle. That gives the fans a little input onto why I have a Seattle.
Yeah, that's cool.
And those damn thieves from Oklahoma City. No, good for Oklahoma City to get a team.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
I think Seattle's going to get an expansion team. So happy for the fans there.
Yeah.
Anything else? Oh, but I just wanted to press you on this Jalen Williams thing. Like,
sure.
Dude's missed half the season. I think the Thunder were like 24-0 or 27-0, something crazy. Jalen Williams comes in, they start actually losing games.
Exactly. Yes, that's also why I'm a little.
I mean, he is a great defender. He's tall.
Yeah.
You know, he can get to the hole and stuff, but he's not as efficient as SGA, and he's not as efficient as some of these other guards on the team, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think going forward? Should they try and trade him? I mean, they're going to have a lot of contracts they're going to need to pay.
Yeah. So I think it also depends on how this draft lottery goes. Because if they end up with a high pick, like a top 4 pick or something like that, I would say there's a lot of teams that could use a guy like Jalen Williams. And you could probably...
All right, let's say they don't. Let's just say they get they don't have that
13 or something like that. Okay.
Let's just say they get a 13 or something. What do you think going forward? Do you want to try and get off of it? Because you're going to have to make some tough decisions. You got Kason Wallace coming up.
Yeah.
You got
they've shown
Mitchell,
that they
whatever you're going to do with him.
Yeah, I would say, as tough as it would be to part, I think, I think probably you should let him go. Because, I think part of it, too, is there's just so many guys now who have come into their own.
What if they don't win the chip? What if they don't win the chip this year?
Shoot. I hadn't
and
thought
he's
about it
sitting on the bench still.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing, too, is if he's back healthy and they lose, but he's still playing and he plays all right, and it's just, they just get beat by a better team or something like that, it'll be a little bit different. But if he's like sitting on the bench the whole time and it's like, you get a little bit of that, like, oh, well, what if? But it's like, well, do we know is he ever going to be healthy enough to play?
What is his health
future
issue?
playoffs?
What's his injury?
I think it's a hamstring. Is that right? I got to look it up.
There's a lot of hamstrings. That's better than
Yeah.
Achilles.
Yeah, It
Yeah.
is for sure. Yeah,
Last
it is
year
a
was all
hamstring.
the Achilles. This year
Yeah,
it's a
that was much
hamstring.
worse.
My favorite player, Luka, still hasn't played.
I know. Yeah.
Uh,
No, it's pretty rough.
yeah. Looks
And then
like the
OG
Lakers'
is
time is
probably
done
out.
too.
OG
Is
is
OG
probably
how
going to be out.
long though? How long?
He's day to day, so I don't think it was a major hamstring pull. Thank goodness.
Well,
'Cause, yeah,
let's
I know we'll get
speaking
into
of
that.
OG, let's move on to the Knicks
All right.
series
Well, watch
and
this.
deep dive on
Watch
your
this
America.
shamelessness.
We gotta do a switch over. Who is it? Now we have my good buddy.
There we
Mark
go.
Nurmis from New York. I used to visit him when he went to Columbia College out there. We had
That's
some
right.
epic, some Korean sake bombs in
Yeah, that was good
what's
stuff.
that neighborhood called?
Oh, out in Flushing, in Queens, right? In
Out in
K-Town?
Flushing, Queens. I almost got in a fight with a bunch of.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was maybe not our finest hour.
No, that was about 3 or 4 sake bombs in. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of liquid confidence in that evening, I think.
Yeah. It's good times.
I think we could have taken him. There was only, like 16 of them or something. We would have been fine.
I was a lot taller than the guy, but
That is
he
true.
didn't look
That's true.
phased.
Yeah. Because he's kind of low to the ground. I think if he had gotten us to the ground, we would have been dead. That's the key. But
Yeah,
our
or
reach
pull
might
out a
have
gun.
held him off a little bit. Yeah.
Maybe. Never came back though. But anyway, let's go on the Knicks. Knicks and the Knicks played a basketball game.
They did. Actually, by the way, I dropped my AirPod. Pardon for the audience as I reach up and grab it. There we go. All right. Sorry about that.
The Knicks and the Sixers. So the Sixers really needed to win this one.
For
Joel
sure.
Embiid came back and did Joel Embiid things. Lots of
Exactly.
flopping.
Yeah.
However,
ton of
even though he was
falling.
at home, he was not getting that whistle as much as
Yeah, it was weird.
I think
I
he's
expected a-
accustomed to.
Yeah, I saw there'd be a lot more home cooking from the officials than there was.
Yeah. Kelly Oubre was the high scorer for the Sixers. They really, I think, concentrated on Tyrese Maxi,
Yeah.
shut him down.
Well, what they
What
did
are your
was
thoughts on this game?
Yeah, so it's been interesting to watch because it's clear they've watched enough Philly tape to see that like Maxi's one of the greatest over dribblers in the NBA these days. I mean, he's always just like the man cannot pick up the ball ever. And so they're just kind of leaning into that. They're like, yeah, that's fine. You want to dribble around, we'll just send guys to stand around you and you'll kind of panic and just keep dribbling around and then waste time on the shot clock. That's, if you watch, that's what they're doing a ton of. And Maxi has not figured out how to deal with that.
Oh, wow. I love this take, Mark. America, let's watch out for this. Interesting. I hadn't noticed this, and I'm going to be looking for that next game.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I mean, he's smart enough. I feel like he could figure it out. But like this last game, I seem to notice it all the time. He just seemed really uncomfortable. Like even when he was getting shots, it seemed like to me like he was rushing a lot of them because I think he was like, oh crap, they're going to send like 3 guys at me again.
Yeah, he scored pretty efficiently, but he was, he's clearly not taking enough shots. Oubre was outpacing him in field goals 16-12.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like if you're depending on Oubre to win you a series, like what are we doing here? You shouldn't depend on any former Wizards are going to be able to help you.
Hey, Rui's been really solid, man.
That's true. You're right. I shouldn't mock all former Wizards, but definitely. And Oubre's, I mean, yeah, like as a 3rd or 4th option, he's great, but it's just it's tough. And then Edgecombe just hasn't. I mean, he's so young. It's clear he's going to be great, but and he's been good, but it's just he disappears for stretches at a time, and I think it's just because he doesn't know how to deal with kind of playoff intensity quite yet.
Well, they played him 44 freaking minutes, man. Maybe he's a little tired.
That's true.
Boy, if
yeah.
only they had like a good backup 2 guard. Feel like they had a guy on their team. Was it Jared McCain? Where's that guy gone to?
Yeah. Oh, right. They traded him for like a Philly cheesesteak or something. I don't know.
Fucking OKC again. Gosh dang it, Mark.
Exactly.
Everything's coming up Mark today.
It is pretty amazing. Yeah, no, it's
I mean,
crazy
they're
because
playing Maxi 44 minutes, Edgecombe 40 minutes. Like, you know.
Oubre's played a ton too.
Dude, there's not a single bench player with over 2 minutes in the Garter, except for Grimes.
Yeah. And you can see it even like PG-13 is having problems too, right? Like Paul George, like the last
he's way
2 games.
too old to be playing 38 minutes.
Exactly. Like first quarter, he comes out and he's just killing it. Like both the last 2 games, he's been a beast, and then just decides to take the rest of the game off because he's tired.
That sounds like an old guy. I mean, I got enough energy for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, that's generally when I play hoops with my friends. That's kind of how it is too. It's like the first 5 minutes, I am gonna kill you guys, but just you just got to wait me out, because then by the end of it, I'm lying on the court.
Oh man, no, not me, man. I was killing. You should have seen me yesterday. I was playing my 10-year-old son and his friend. I was dunking all over him.
Yeah, that's right. You show those punks.
Those 10-year-olds got nothing on me.
Exactly. Their time will come, but it's not yet, kid.
That's right. Just put them in the hoop.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I played one-on-one against a buddy. It was last year, dude. I literally like almost died on the court. Like it was a little hot outside, but I think I made it to about 7 points, man. It was brutal.
Yeah. I know. It's true, man.
Do not play
47 is not 27.
At age 47, do not play make it take it. Let me tell you.
Yeah. It's I'll play horse and no layups. You just got to stand, set shots on the court. That's all.
No layups. Horse.
Yeah.
No layups.
Yeah. Just no dribbling. Just gonna take set shots from the corner. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all I can handle.
Do like maybe the behind the basket shot.
There we go. That's true. I can do a little of that.
There we go.
But yeah, it's. I mean, Philly's just getting killed. They just do not have the horses. It's almost like they're getting coached by Tom Thibodeau, like only playing 6 guys for a whole season.
Like, so let's talk a little bit about that. That's a great segue. What's your feelings on the Tom Thibodeau, Mike Brown switch? How's Brown been doing? What are you thinking?
I think it's been pretty great. I had not been super excited about Mike Brown. I mean, I thought he was always a bit overrated, but I think I was wrong, actually. I think that was not a good take, because it's clear he had a vision, and it took a while. Like there were parts of the season where I was like, oh, this team is having a lot of trouble, but they seem to really come together. Same thing though. They're bench guys, have a lot of energy. They don't seem to shy away from the spotlight. They're all trying hard on D. Even Brunson tries hard. Obviously, he's always going to be hunted because he's not going to be a great defender. But it's not like he's just sort of loafing out there. He definitely tries, which is good. And then they've got enough big guys behind him and other good defenders with wingspan and stuff, so it can kind of make up for.
Well, what do you mean by his vision? Like what? Like break that down a little more.
Oh, you mean
the coach?
You mean Mike Brown's vision?
It's clear he had a vision. What aspects of that do you mean? You mean there's things he gave up during the season, but it was to develop players or something? Like in what way?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's clear, like the veterans they picked up, they wanted to use them later, right? Like guys like Alvarado, guys like, even Huck Porty a little bit, letting Deuce McBride, come in, but not relying on him as the only sub, which was a Tom Thibodeau special.
Yeah.
And then, being judicious about, even with Mitch Robinson, because he's always had health issues and staying on the court. So you kind of keep his minutes down, save him for when he's needed. Not every game has to be game 7 of the finals, which is also a Tom Thibodeau special. So just letting these guys rest.
Yeah.
And then,
Tom Thibodeau is the best at getting regular season wins, right? Because he treats every game like it's like game 7.
It's true.
Starters, everybody can play 44 minutes, man. It's game 7.
Yeah, and it's great for a team like New York, which for so many years was just lost at sea, right? You actually need a guy who's like, we're going to take the regular season seriously. We're going to shape these guys up and turn them into winners. He's great at that, but it's true. Like, you need a different gear. And it's clear Mike Brown has figured it out and kind of unlocked it. And yeah, I think he's done a lot on the defensive end, which figuring out ways to hide Brunson so that he doesn't get killed. I mean, he's always going to, like I said, he's always going to be tough on defense because he's smaller. And so it's harder to him to keep up with the faster guys or the more physical guys. He's always going to get in a little bit of trouble there. But they've got enough guys with wingspan, and they've got guys who can spell Brunson. It's the same thing you were talking about, like double ball handlers. There's enough other guys who can handle the ball on the Knicks. Alvarado is pretty solid. Yeah, you could bring him in. Deuce McBride is not terrible at handling the ball. Like he's okay in pinches. I mean, obviously you don't want him 44 minutes out there at the point, and then really unlocking Cat has been really, really key. If you watch him just leaning into the fact that he's a great passer with really, really good on the court vision, I just think he hasn't. I don't know that necessarily previous coaches have given him kind of the confidence to do that. Like, I think they're always focused on his shortcomings, the fact that he's not like a traditional back to the basket big, which the league hasn't had for a long time anyway. So I think the fact that he's really made him have confidence, and which it's actually been cool to watch because, letting him play that stuff at the top of the key, use his passing skills, and, he's a pretty good shooter from long distance, actually has given him the confidence to like get in the mix a little bit more too. Like, you see him doing a little bit more in the post than he was doing in past years. At least it seems like that to me. And I think a lot of that has to do with like building up his confidence over the years and not just like yanking him the second he kind of does something boneheaded. It's like giving him the chance to like, okay, yeah, like maybe he didn't make the perfect pass. Maybe he was a stupid foul, but like we don't have to like yank him the second he does that and bring in somebody else. Like, I think that's been.
Whereas
important.
You're saying Thibodeau would be yanking him.
Yeah. Thibodeau just really impatient with everybody, right? Like it was, either you're forcing them to grind it out when it's clear they need to have a spell, or you're just pulling them and kind of punishing them in another way, like sort of freezing them out of the offense and stuff when you're annoyed with them. And it just didn't work. Like, some players do respond to that, right? Like you actually need to be a little harsh with them and then they step up. But other players, it's like, no, they're kind of sensitive that way. And if you want to unlock it, you got to kind of like make them feel like they're more of a part of it and make them feel more involved. And I think Mike Brown's been really, really good at that. And he also just seems super calm. Like, I'm not used to seeing a Knicks team like not just enraged all the time. I mean, I'm just still used to the 90s Knicks and just like just punching everybody who pisses you off, which I love.
I love those Knicks. God, I love those Knicks.
I did too. It was great.
Did you read the book, man? Did you read the book?
Yeah.
Somebody wrote a book.
Blood on the Garden?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great book. It's really fun.
Yeah, pretty great.
It was
probably back, man.
Yeah, it really did. It was great memories of like, oh, that's right. Like Anthony Mason just like throttling people. It was awesome.
There's all these stories in that book about Mason just like beating people up in practice and stuff.
Yeah. It was just, man, these guys are just horrible. Crazy. I know, right? Oh, man. But it was good stuff. But yeah,
Charles
it's just been.
Smith.
Yeah. Wow. That guy. But yeah, it's been really fun to watch because this team is just, they don't rattle. And you could see it right against Philly. Anytime Philly was creeping back, getting the score pretty close, within 3 or 4, they take a timeout, come out, and generally be all right. And then actually there's another one, the really resilient team, right? The other, in game 3, there was this one really lousy inbounds pass from Landry Shamet to Brunson that he just basically threw into Philly. And it was when the score was tight. And like, I think it cut the score to the Knicks lead to 4 or something like that. And like a lot of momentum was going against Philly. And a lot of coaches would have just been like, yank this guy, right? Done. But he actually left Shamet in to figure it out. And it was clear, it was like, okay, he made a boneheaded mistake. It was a terrible pass, but like, whatever, that happens. But then he saw that like Shamet could help because he's, a relentless defender too, and is fast. And has been in the year
and knocked down 3-point shooter.
Yeah, and he's a great shooter. So it's like keep him in, and he'll make up for that. And it's true, like they just that was smart coaching there because I mean the first instinct. I mean, I was screaming at the TV. It's like, get him out! He's killing us. And it was like, okay, well, that's why I'm not a coach.
Hey, that's really good insight. About Shamet, like, and he actually played 26 minutes, 5 for 6. really
Yeah.
great numbers. I do feel
Exactly.
that he hasn't played Shamet that much though in earlier games. I feel like
I think part of it too has just been because the score has been so out of reach. You haven't needed him as much. Whereas this
Okay.
game was a lot tighter. In the previous game, I thought he played maybe like 20 minutes or something like that. But I have to check the stats on game 2. But yeah, there's been so many blowouts. I think like the bench has just been like it's been a little bit different for all of them.
and
I just
really
hope
great. Yeah.
I just hope if we can get my guy, what's that guy? Tyler Kolek. I love that dude.
He's actually like he's skilled, man. He's actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
he's fun. I
Speaking
like
of ball
him.
handlers, he can handle too, right?
Yeah, that's true. He can Jordan Clarkson. Did I say Clarkson? I forgot to say Clarkson too.
You said Clarkson. You definitely
I
said
did
Clarkson, and I think you made a great point about Mike Brown like being a good defensive coach, and he's even gotten Clarkson to start concentrating on
Yeah,
defense, which
that's
is
been
a
crazy.
minor miracle.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought it was a different player out there. Like I was like, wait, that can't be Clarkson. Like generating turnovers, like hounding
Yeah.
ball handlers. I was like, oh,
that
this
was
is
nowhere
cool.
in Utah, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's exactly.
He
Wasn't
doesn't
he on
play
the
Jeremy
Lakers?
Sohan much, but I think that's probably a smart coaching decision.
Yeah. That may not be accidental.
Really great points, Mark. I love your point about Mitchell Robinson and not playing him as much. I think just to save his knees and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think they call it the Hack-a-Mitch. I think we really need a better name for this, Mark. Hack-a-Shack rhymes. Right. So that made sense. But we need someone else for Mitchell Robinson. I'm thinking maybe Mauling Mitchell.
Yeah, Maul the Mitch. That's good.
Maul the Mitch. Yeah. Something. Come on, announcers. Like, let's get either alliteration or some kind of rhyme here. It's not hacka for everybody, okay?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't work. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. If you could just shoot slightly better at the free throw line.
Rocka Robinson. Rockin' Robinson.
Yeah, that's true. Rockin' Robinson. Yeah.
I don't know.
There's something they'll come up with something. There's got to be maybe ChatGPT will help. We could figure it out. AI could come up with something. They're always good about that. But yeah, if he could just get a little bit better at the free throw line, it would be a little less tense. I mean, because Philly's not going to be able to figure it out. It's too late for them.
I think them doing the Rocka Robinson has been terrible. I think it's hurting their it hurts their flow. They've been doing it when they've been playing well, and then they're like, oh, we got to do Rocka Robinson, and then it's like it's kind of
because the only way
I think it's a little bit like cheating. It's not cheating. I know it's not cheating. What I mean is it's a little bit of like it makes you feel bad as a person, like, oh, my team has to resort to this, right? They have to put in some player that they never play. He's doing the fouls. It's a little, and I think that can kind of permeate your team, maybe permeate Maxi's energy.
Exactly, yeah.
And, it's been effective although last game he made 2 in a row and they stopped doing it.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, I agree with you because the Phillies.
Great insight about the Knicks.
Yeah, and I think it like you said, it does ruin their flow because I think Philly's only chance was to just get the quick buckets in transition and just pressure the Knicks.
Speed it up. Use their young guards. They got 2 amazingly fast guards. Speeding up, running around. I mean, the Knicks don't have Anunoby this game, right? And they still win this game. Like, that's impressive. I mean, Bridges, great defender. Hart's great. Got a great energy guy.
Yeah,
but there's nobody can guard these young guys. But I think, like you're saying, that the coach has found a way to kind of. You said they were kind of shielding off Maxi, just making him into a dribble around type of guy.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's clear they realize that that's his tendency is to especially when he gets in trouble, he dribbles a little too much. And
that's a great thing. I'm gonna definitely be looking for that.
Yeah, because if he can figure it out.
Anything else you want to say on the Knicks?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, it'll be exciting. Whether they play Detroit or Cleveland. Like I said, I am hoping it's Cleveland. I would love to have an easier time in the conference finals for sure. Because I think Detroit's going to be a really, really tough matchup for them. And they won't have home court advantage, which is huge.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, because Detroit gets because they were the 1 seed, so they'll get 4 games there. So that's huge too. Like that'll be really, really tough. It's tough to win there.
Well, they were my finals pick. The Knicks to get to the finals, but you know what? If they don't get it, Mark, you got that NBA Cup. Season's not lost, okay?
Exactly. Everyone knows that's the real goal of the season is to win in November when people forget that the NBA is on because it's prime football season. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know, man. I know we're making fun of the NBA Cup, but I actually watched it. I watched those games.
Actually did too.
They got me to watch it. Yeah.
No, it's true. Yeah. I mock it and it's like, well, yeah, then why did I, subscribe to League Pass and watch everything that was going on?
Oh, the court looks really funky today. It must be one of those playoff games.
Yeah, it's one of these weird games that somehow count but don't count, and I don't understand what's happening. But yeah.
A weird thing they did there, but it got people's eyeballs, got people talking about it. You're right, at a time when it's mostly football time for
Americans. Yeah, exactly. No, it's a good idea. I think there's ways they could do it to make it a little more entertaining. Like, I mean, I know they were modeling it after like a lot of the European soccer leagues, but what makes those tournaments special is they bring in like lower division teams get to play the top teams in the early rounds. And I feel like if you could do that, right?
And there's not really such a thing as in NBA.
It's good, because the G League doesn't work the same way as like League.
We don't have relegation and
exactly. So it doesn't quite work that way. It'd be kind of cool though, right? If you had like a random G League team getting to play like the Knicks or something, or play the Lakers during a November game. Obviously, it'd be fun for the team just to get a chance to play in somewhere cool. Now, granted, they would lose by 75
They
points.
do that in the All-Star game. Right? They have like some of the young, what do you call it? The rising stars. One of them's like
yeah.
I always like watching those guys because they really want to win.
Exactly. Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's the cool thing too. Is they'll actually try.
Other like highly paid guys have to really try.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, good. At least they're expending some effort.
Yeah, which is rare in those All-Star games. All right, so I think we've spent a long time on the Knicks and really great insight, Mark. Thank you for all that, and good luck to them. Let's close out with a little bit of the Spurs T-Wolves, our last series that we haven't covered. The Spurs pulled this one out. And I was kind of disappointed in the T-Wolves.
I was too.
That they didn't win this one. They got that home court advantage and they gave it right back.
Yeah.
Some things I noticed were, first of all, you got Castle covering Randall. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
So they play this lineup where I guess Champagny is kind of the power forward.
Right.
And but their point guard covers the biggest, strongest guy on the other team.
I know. Yeah, it's I don't really understand how the Spurs function, but it's just like it's actually really impressive. But I couldn't.
Well, that guy Castle's just a dog. He'll cover anybody.
He really is. Yeah. No, he was a great draft pick by them. Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm always happy for De'Aaron Fox. Anyone who's had to suffer playing for Sacramento for that many years deserves a chance at glory. So, but yeah, they're just an interesting team. And yeah, it's a shame it was really fun to watch Minnesota in the last round with, using their like 8th string wing and somehow doing great. That was very cool to watch.
Yeah, that's Shannon guy.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch him. And obviously Ant-Man's always a blast to watch. But yeah,
let's talk a little bit about Ant-Man. So he is incredibly skilled, can shoot the 3, just got this hop to him that other people don't have. But he just, to me, he doesn't kind of take over when the team needs him to.
Yeah.
He's got some great clutch. I mean, he even hit a clutch 3 this game, but he's not, I feel like, the Jordans, the Dwayne Wades, these superstars two guards are, it's every possession at
Right.
the end of the game. They're going it, and that man doesn't really do that. He's a little bit
Yeah.
more still playing in the flow. Maybe I don't know if this is coaching or maybe
Yeah.
more his mindset.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
what are your
interesting. I
thoughts?
hope he realizes that, yeah, he's going to be almost always, yeah, obviously in the versus San Antonio, maybe not quite, but generally he's going to be the most talented guy on the floor, and he should act like it more at the end in fourth quarters. I mean, yeah, it's great that Mike Conley has had a resurgence, but like, no, I don't want him taking shots in the fourth quarter at all, right? Like, that's just, his time has passed. Like maybe 10 years ago, that would have been fine, but yeah, it's like he should be demanding the ball every time, because even
Yeah,
if the defense
they
collapses
didn't have
around him,
Conley in the last game in the
they
fourth,
didn't.
but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
did. They still had McDaniels taking shots.
yeah,
Randall,
exactly.
Randall, like I said, being covered by a point guard and goes 3 for 12. Anytime he
Yeah,
got it into the paint, he was afraid to shoot. Oh my God, with
yeah,
Wemby nearby, the only time he shot in the paint, he actually took Wemby and just pushed him. He pushed him,
yeah.
and
That's right.
Wemby went flying, and then he scored. Of course, they called the foul on Randall,
Yeah,
but
no, he's spooked. It's really true. Like he's not.
yeah.
It's going to be really, really tough for him. It's clear he can't be the guy. So yeah, Ant is going to have to make the defense collapse on him at the very least, and just demand the ball all the time and figure it out. But yeah, I mean, he can get by most of those guys. Yeah, sure. Wemby's always going to be really hard, but if you could at least drag him out a little bit more, if maybe there's a way you get by him, drive into the hoop or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. That is really,
Gobert needs to
really good.
set these Gortat screens. Do you know what I mean by a Gortat screen?
Yeah.
It's where you screen a guy, he's not even part of the action, but you're screening the big man just to keep him from coming to block your guard.
That's true. That
Yeah.
would be a good move. Maybe they'll
I think
do
he's
that for
he's
game
done
4.
it a couple times. Yeah, maybe they can lean into that.
Yeah.
DeSunmo didn't have the greatest shooting numbers, but I thought he played well. Naz Reid is just always awesome.
Yeah.
I think the T-Wolves are still in this, would be my take.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think this is at
But,
least going
it would have been
6.
good if they'd won that game. Wemby goes 3 for 5 on threes, plus just how awesome he is at everything else. That makes it tough. 15 boards. Wow.
I know. Man, and he's a
Champagny
great
with
free throw
12.
shooter too, right? Because he was 10 of 12 from the line. Was that
10
right?
of 12, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's rough. Tough to play against, but it's his first time. He's young. He's read thin as well, and can kind of get pushed out. So, I think the T-Wolves just still have a chance, but tough.
They do.
Tough game.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they have to win this one. There's no way they're going to beat the Spurs 3 in a row. So you got to get this one and even it up, and then try and get 2 out of 3.
I agree. Yeah, those are fun games to watch. Yeah, they're just the Spurs. The Spurs are so interesting. This was great, man. This is great talking with you. Let's keep going though. Let's talk a little bit. I'd like to ask my guests about their lottery karma rankings. The
Sure.
lottery is today at 3. Like I said, listeners, probably already happened. But let's get your takes, Mark, on who you think deserves to win these top spots.
Okay. Well, we'll go first with who doesn't deserve it.
All right.
Because that's more fun. Chicago Bulls.
Little shattered
definitely
fruit.
not. Definitely
Bulls?
not Chicago.
Why
Because
you say that?
because any team that's content to just be 38 and 42 every year and make the play in and just be mediocre, they're just gonna ruin some guy and make him mediocre.
Okay, but wait. Let me throw it back at you a little bit. At least they're not tanking super hard, right? At least they're not doing
that is true.
The Philly / OKC tankathon plan. And these players, these teams that are in the middle, they get screwed in the lottery with the current way it is. Now they're going to change the lottery to make it more flat and even odds.
Yeah.
But
That said, I
as
like
they
your
always
plan
say, it's
better
worse to be in the middle.
anyway. I
What's that?
liked your plan from a couple weeks ago better.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, especially that you can't have a top, was it like 3 or 4 pick, like a bunch of years in a row, like the Spurs
So the
keep
NBA is
doing.
actually doing something like that. It sounds like.
Oh, so it is going to be
their
that. I thought
proposal.
it was just
Yeah.
the flattening the odds more. I didn't realize they were also
They
messing with
they just straight up copied me pretty much. And
No,
I
right.
haven't gotten
Well,
my royalty check yet.
I was about to say, I think it's time to
Whatever.
call a lawyer. I'm pretty sure we know Silver was watching, just looking
He's
for
my guy,
ideas.
though.
Exactly. Yeah, you're
Just
right. That is
shout me out,
true.
Silver. Shout out the Dropping Dimes pod.
It's true. Like, I mean, a lot of the teams in the middle, I don't mind them getting a top pick. But Chicago, I just feel like just for too long, they've been super cheap and just
That
like
part's true.
uninspired. And I just like, I don't think they should be rewarded for being mediocre either. Like, yeah, they're not tanking, but they're also not really trying. And yeah, just making the play-in tournament is pretty lousy to do to your fans. Because they act like they're a tiny market, and it's like, it's Chicago. Come on, guys! Like, this is one of the hugest cities on earth, and has a ton of money, and you're always on the cheap with those guys. So I think they should not get a high pick.
And you just hate Josh Giddey, apparently.
Of course, yeah, naturally. I wouldn't mind your Hornets actually getting up there, just because they were. It's like I'm on that Bill Simmons thing too. They were really fun to watch. And I know people were mad at maybe some dirty play against Bam Adebayo. While I like Bam Adebayo, like any kind of dirty play against Miami, I'm not going to be bothered by. So that's fine as well.
What are you referring to?
Remember in the play-in game, like didn't LaMelo trip
Melo,
Bam?
when Melo just pulled his leg?
Yeah.
Oh God, we don't mention that on this pod, Mark. That's unmentionable, Mark. Okay,
I was okay with it. I was like, look, I was like,
yeah,
exactly.
like Van Gundy.
I mean, I like Bam, but like it's Miami, so I'm fine if you make them suffer a little bit. That's okay.
That was super messed up, and I just choose to believe that LaMelo didn't know what he was doing. Okay, just in his head. Of course. Yeah, he's just flailing around. Okay, Mark.
Exactly.
That's the company line here.
Accidents happen for sure.
Times.
But no, I think Charlotte.
Sometimes accidents happen twice. Yeah, when he did it.
That's true. Exactly. Yeah. And sometimes
it can happen,
multiple seasons in a row. Yeah, it's for sure.
It's just coincidence, Mark. Okay.
Absolutely.
Coincidence, America.
Yeah. But I'd be happy for Charlotte to get a high pick. They're really fun to watch. And, and they've got diehard fans. I mean, the fact that you were buying season tickets for them when they were winning like 6 games a year says something. That's like loyalty to a degree that I can't even fathom as the ultimate bandwagoner that I am. I generally,
I think it was more just wanted to watch the NBA and watch.
Fair enough.
It's more about the teams coming in.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a transplant myself.
Right. But I still think it'd be fun to have them. So they're high on the list. Chicago's low on the list. Miami, as you probably guessed, low on the list. They've had enough good stuff. I mean, Miami's an awesome city. I don't know if you've been there. It's really fun to go there. I do like it as a city a lot. So they already have too much going for them. So letting them suffer a little bit on the front, a little bit more.
They just have like too much beach and hot chicks.
Exactly. It's like, gorgeous women,
can't win everything.
Good food. Yeah, like great weather. No, sorry. You can't also continually luck out and get great players to come there.
Okay.
So they're low on the list.
Yeah, they get enough free agents anyway.
Yeah. But I'd say, I mean, really, for karmic justice, the Pacers, right? I mean, they got so hosed last year with I mean, Halliburton was just playing lights out, and to have that happen was just pretty heartbreaking for them.
Was rough, man. That was a super exciting run last year.
It was great. I mean, I just couldn't believe it.
You're even saying that as a Knicks fan, right?
I know. I mean, it was painful, but at the same time, it was like, like for the league, that's actually what you want too. Like you want the teams like the Pacers that have been, for so many years, we're knocking on the door and have never been able to quite get across the finish line. It was really exciting. And that was a great
Yeah,
final.
that was an
It was
exciting
really, really
run.
fun.
Yeah. They almost won
watch.
that finals.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they were ahead at the end of the first half of that game 7. People forget that, but like they just ran out of gas because Halliburton was out. But so yeah, I would be very happy if they got a high pick. Hopefully the number 1, but if they can get even in this draft, if it's like 4 or 5, they'll still be fine. They'll be in really good shape because it's a deep draft. So that'll be good for them. It'll be good to have somebody, with a new guy, and then Halliburton coming back. Hopefully more on the Tatum path of like pretty quick recovery from Achilles, but then maybe don't play him 46 minutes a game when he's first coming back, like Mazzulla did with Tatum, so that he doesn't hurt his other leg. Just kind of keep him. Just keep him, build him up slowly. But that'll be exciting because that's a fun team to watch. Halliburton's great, and you want to have them.
That would
back.
be fun.
Yeah, so I'm happy with
them.
them.
And the Hornets, I think, are the most fun. Nothing for the Wizards. You lived in DC.
I mean,
no karma for them.
I just, they're going to screw it up. They're, if they get the number 1 pick, they're going to be like, no, we're going to think out of the box. There's this guy who plays, in Kyrgyzstan.
And he's really good against the chair, man.
Exactly.
Hold that chair. Who's boss? All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we don't know if he's 17 or 30.
It's Googs' son. We got to get Googs.
Exactly.
Son, okay?
Is George Murasan still playing? We could draft him again. That'd be great.
Murasan's.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to just botch it. It's just, it's just the way they are. They do not deserve it because they're just going to screw it up, and it's going to be some good player is going to get ruined by playing in DC.
Got that too. Yeah.
Sad. Yeah, I went to a Wizards game. I don't even remember which of the tanking seasons I went. I think it was 2 years ago. And like, the game was terrible. They were losing by like 47 or something at half. And I get up with Lucy, my daughter, to leave. And like, I was like, okay, well, there'll be some diehards who will still stick around because, they got good seats. No, like the subway was jam packed. Like we couldn't get a seat going home because everybody had left.
And you left in half? Is that what you said?
Yeah, in half. Like, and
God.
I did look at the final score. They did make it close. I think they only lost by like 22. So I was like, oh, wow.
Super close then. Yeah,
well done. Well done, Alex Sarr. I'm glad you
the Hornets games I was going to, man, it'd be like they would stay close for like 3 quarters, and then it's like the other team's like, oh, game's almost over. We should start trying now. Then they
it's like,
would blitz
them. Yeah. It's like we don't want coach
get like 12
to
straight
yell at
points
us.
or something.
Exactly.
And the game be over. I'd be like, fudge.
For sure.
Meanwhile, LaMelo's at like the tattoo shop or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Heaven forbid he play an NBA game.
Yeah. No, Wizards and Utah with their shameless tanking, I would prefer not. And also, like, I mean, it's fine to have an okay team in Utah. I just don't care enough. I'll be honest.
I used to be the biggest Utah fan, man. I followed them from the Stockton Malone days, and
Andre Kirilenko,
then those were a little bit rougher times. And then, Deron Williams came in.
That's true.
To get good again.
They were fun to watch then. I like that team. You're right. I shouldn't be so hard.
And then the Mitchell Gobert teams. I mean, they got first place in the West.
That's right. Yeah,
and I'm still a big Mitchell fan.
Yeah, I do like him.
He's fun to watch. I mean, he does that big man. He had some crazy crossovers.
Yeah. No, his ball handling skills are really cool.
Yeah,
he's fun. But yeah, I don't know because they were so shameless with the tanking. And then let's see, Brooklyn. Just because they're Brooklyn, they're not a real team. So no, they don't even count. I don't even. We don't even have to put them. Do they even get allowed to use their draft pick, or it's just like, oh, that's right, we forgot there's a team and there's another New York team? I guess.
The New York Knicks fan would have them for relegation. Huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Unless, I mean, if they
want
to move back
like
to
any Brooklyn fan. I mean, you lived in New York 13 years. Did you know any Brooklyn Nets fans?
I knew one Nets fan, and so
Period.
like from New Jersey, like, and so when they moved to Brooklyn and he was living in New York at this point, I was like, you're the only guy basically who's allowed to like take this bandwagon. I was like, it's cool with me if you're happy about your big three, just, maybe make sure they get vaccinated or something. I don't know, so they can play.
I don't want them breathing around me.
Exactly. But yeah, he was literally the only one. I do not know anybody else who plays because my sister goes to that Barclays Center, which is a really nice arena, but she goes for the New York Liberty games. She doesn't. I don't think she's
I hear
ever.
that they're packed for the Liberty.
Yeah, actually, I've been to a Liberty game too. It's a really fun atmosphere. It's great. But yeah, I know nobody who's gone for a Nets
Just
game.
that guy, that one guy, and Jay-Z.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and I don't even think Jay-Z goes anymore.
Oh, he doesn't even go anymore. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's wearing a disguise and he's at Madison Square Garden. He's just not sitting near, Timothy Chalamet and Ben Stiller or whatever and Spike. He's somewhere back there like, I should have invested in this team. What did I waste my money
Invested
for?
in the wrong team.
Who do they even have? Is
Only
Michael
Biggie
Porter
was
Jr.
still alive. Biggie could be on the.
That's true. He would have been. It would have been cool to have him there. Yeah, they have Michael Porter Jr. Right? Is that
Mark
basically
and
it?
I, many years ago, we did. There's this thing you can do in Brooklyn called like the Biggie Walk.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I think we bought 40s and poured out a little bit for our homie.
That's true. Yeah. We went by the barber shop where he used to get his hair cut. That was cool. That was good times.
That was good times, man.
But yeah, Brooklyn doesn't count. And I mean, I kind of like what Atlanta's trying to do. I mean, it hasn't worked quite yet, but I like their team is fun to watch.
Yeah, if they got a star.
Yeah.
They just need a star. Yeah. Jalen Johnson is a very good, but he's probably a complimentary player.
Yeah, he's like a good number 2. I think if they can get a top pick, that would be fun to watch them. Yeah, I caught a few. I didn't catch a ton of them, but I did catch a few Hawks games on TV during the season. And yeah, and that those first 3 games against New York, they showed some fight. Then they decided
not
to
so
take
much
a
the
nap
last 2.
or something. Yeah. They just
the
decided
McCollum as Devil had faded out.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Whoops. Although I like him too. He's sort of fun too. He did have all those years trying hard in Portland. And anyone who gets stuck playing for New Orleans deserves a break too.
And the Wizards.
Oh, that's right. Gosh, I forgot he was on. I forgot. Man, I had totally forgotten that there was a Wizards CJ McCollum era too. Is Jordan Poole still on?
It was
the
pretty
Wizards?
Forgettable, I think.
Did he leave too? Did they get rid of Jordan Poole? Or is he still stuck on the
Poole's
Wizards?
Gone. Poole went with the McCollum trade.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were paying attention to these like
the Wizards are
tier trades.
Really, the Wizards are great at sided guys and then having to get rid of them later.
Yeah,
Westbrook.
That is true.
Beal. That's kind of been the news for. Who knows what they're going to do with now? They got Trae Young and they're
street
really
clothes.
good at getting the washed up, overpriced superstars and somehow trading them to even some stupider team. Somehow there's always some stupider team.
Yeah.
The Lakers
I'm actually
or the Pelicans.
surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised the Clippers haven't called about AD yet. Could be like, you can move back to California. We'd love to have you play 3 halves of an entire season.
In a season.
Yeah,
We're not talking about over 2 games.
Actually, maybe 2 seasons. Three halves is a lot to expect.
That's a lot for
Davis
him,
these
bro.
days.
That's a lot to put on his knees. Someone was bringing this up on an earlier pod. Anthony Davis or Joel Embiid? Should the Wizards trade for Joel Embiid?
Man, that would be so much fun. I'd start going to Wizards games again because I always have to go back. My mom lives
so you can
still
watch
in the
some
DC
flopping.
Area. Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be hilarious. Because I mean, if he thinks he's not getting calls this series in Philly, like imagine how it's going to be in Washington when the refs don't even show up for the game. Because why would you bother?
He'd have to change his play style in Washington. You ain't gonna get a call there, bro.
That's for sure. No one's paying enough attention. Like all the refs are probably on their phones checking the other scores.
Yeah, they're on FanDuel.
Exactly. Totally.
Oh, sorry. I wish you cut that out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we don't want to get sued.
All right, Mark. Hey, man, this has been a lot of fun.
This was a
blast.
blast.
Us,
for sure.
I'm sorry you have to go back to your sunny, beautiful beach weather there. But hope
Indeed.
you survive.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to your missus and to everybody out there.
Yeah, happy
All
Mother's
right.
Day, Christina, everybody. And to all the pod listeners, thanks for tuning in. Hope if your team's not in the playoffs, hope they got a good draft position today. And Mark, good luck to your Knicks. Good luck to your Thunder.
I am in such good shape. This has been amazing. And if it
And
somehow
cheers,
ends up a
everyone.
Spurs Pistons rematch, then I'll just cry. It'll be fine. I'll just
No, you'll just have to cry on the beach with a margarita. Yeah,
That's
it'll be
true.
tough.
Yeah, exactly. I'll figure it out. I'll fight through it.
All right, later, brother.
All right, man. Take care. This was awesome.